why, in addition to just helping the vehicle stop, but a good compelling reason for changing from what this vehicle has now to what we're about to do?
A lot of the older vehicles, well, all the older vehicles had single reservoir brake systems, which means if you lost pressure for any reason anywhere in the system, anywhere in the brakes, you lost all brakes. I mean, they were gone, except for your emergency brake, which may or may not work.
So you blow a front brake line, you step on the brake, all the fluid's going to pump out that hole, you're done.
It's gone. You have no brakes at all. So they came out with double reservoir systems, and which means the one reservoir controls the front brakes, one controls the rear brakes. So if you lose a front brake line, like we just talked about, you still have rear brakes to get you stopped in an emergency situation. So much safer, much better. Plus disc brakes, obviously you get much more stopping power from disc brakes versus drum brakes.
The drums that are on there now. And we've got power here, so you don't have to have the Atlas leg pressing on the brakes to stop the car.
The power brakes pull vacuum off the carburetor and just help. You don't have to push quite so hard to try and stop. Yep, absolutely.
Now, if I were shopping for brakes, which we were, where would I go to find such a thing? Because it seems like kind of a daunting task. What you don't do is go out and buy a master cylinder and the rotors and the calipers and the lines it's a lot simpler than that.
Right, yeah, and this, for a lot of vehicles, they have power disc brake conversion kits, which includes everything you see here, except for the catalog, of course, speaking of the catalog, let's talk about the catalog.
Because it's good to know how to find this stuff for your car.
Right, right. And this particular catalog from year one is a 1955 to 1957 Chevrolet. We're working on a 56 Chevy.
It's funny how that worked out.
Yeah. If you're working on a Camaro, they've got a catalog for that. If you're working on a Mustang, a Charger, a Firebird, I mean, they've got many, many different catalogs for vehicle specific they've got a power disc brake conversion kit for a Mustang. And they've got, for 55 to 57 Chevy, they've got, you could almost build an entire car out of this catalog. They've got everything.
So step one is we hook up with the catalog.
Yep, hook up with the catalog.
Find the kit.
Yep. Classic Performance Products is this particular brake conversion kit. Seems to be very complete. Obviously, we haven't started putting it on yet, but it looks very complete. Looks like a really nice kit. I think it will go together beautifully.
And what's cool, what I like about this is that, like other stuff we've put on this car, think back to the wiring harness. It's the same concept here. It's kind of plug and play.
Yep.
The lines have been formed to match this particular body, so Brent and I don't have to get in there and bend every line just so. They're going to drop right in there just the way they're supposed to. Everything is set up from the brackets to the calipers to work with this 56.
Right, yeah. Special brackets specifically designed for this car.
So it's a great consideration for you to make for your vehicle if you want to think about changing to power brakes and get that extra benefit of safety by going to the double reservoir rather than the single reservoir. A brake conversion kit like this might be something you want to entertain. And next thing we can start looking at is how to get this on there.